Yo, what's going on? Blair the Card Guys. Hey, if you're watching this video, you already know what it's time for. Check out supergamezink.com. Get all your card needs. It's a new season, new cards coming out. So I need you to go to that website and start picking them up. Also, sector6apparel.com. Get your TCG card stuff and whatever. You know what I'm talking about. I want to talk about, the Dark Illusion is coming out now. It should be out by the time you see this video. And it's new cards are going to get introduced. Of course, with the new ban list, the cards are going to see more play and everything. But until we get one, with events coming up, ARG Providence, the regional season is about to come up. Hopefully there'll be a new list before Toronto. But if not, then this list now, like coupled with the new cards, you're going to have to put those together. So one big card, the most expensive card in the set is what I want to talk about. Pot of Desires, or Pot of Cupidity if you like the OCG names. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what this card does, but let me spell it out for you. It's really simple effect. You get to draw 2 cards. That's broken. It's Pot of Greed. Who loves Pot? Everyone loves Pot of Greed. Fuck Monarchs. But you get to draw 2 cards, but there's kind of a cost with it. It's a little small cost. All you do is just banish the top 10 cards of your deck before you draw 2. So I know when a lot of people read this card, that people went either one of 2 ways. They're like, oh my god, this card is broken. I get to draw 2 cards. Pot of Greed is back. We're getting lit or whatever. And then there's the other side is like, drawing 2 cards seems okay, but is it really worth banishing the top 10 cards of my deck first? Well, first of all, if you're going to play this card, if you're going to try and play Pot of Desires, Pot of Cupidity, or whatever, the main thing that you have to take into consideration when deck building with this is like a couple of options. One, this card is only going to be good, or is going to see the best options in decks that run multiples. Like if they run 3 of, pretty much all the cards are 3 ofs, except for like a few spells or traps or whatever. But that doesn't matter. If the main engine is like mostly 3 ofs, 2 or 3 ofs, then you're not going to care drawing, like banishing the top 10 cards because you have multiples. Everything you still be able to do your engine, unless you get really lucky and banish 3 of a copy of a card. Then that just happen. It's gonna happen if you do, even if you do play it with that. It's gonna happen. Also, the second thing, like if you play this in a deck, like say you might have like a couple one-of monsters or whatever that's needed for your deck to run. If you're gonna play this, you need to make sure that hopefully it's in a deck that searches really well. So you search your deck first, like for the stuff you need. If you have this in your hand, then you play this card, and it'll pretty much further your game state at that point. I don't understand the hype. Shut up, phone. I don't understand the hype of people saying it's not worth. They don't want to banish 10 cards. That's a small price to pay if the next 2 cards that you draw off of this card ultimately win you the game, like outright. I definitely would take that chance. There's a lot of cards in the game where you have to pay heavy costs, and a lot of those cards people thought were bad from the beginning. Solemn Judgment. Who wants to pay half of your life points to negate anything? It was the same thing with Warning. People didn't want to play Warning at first. Now that's at 1. Solemn Scolding. Even though it's still at 3, people didn't want to pay 3,000 life points. But still, being able to negate anything. Powerful cards like that where you got to pay a hefty price. Like, you need to look into cards like that, because that card is probably literally going to change the shape of the game. And all I got to say is this. Just like is it worth your left arm to win the game? Or is it worth banishing 10 cards to win the game? But that's my video. Make sure you like, subscribe if you haven't. Leave if you got any questions. So you think the card's good, you think the card's bad, make sure you leave that in the comment section below. If you didn't like the video, you better not like it. Make sure you watch it a second time. I promise you'll like it then. But Blair the Card Guys, see.